have a very uncanny way of making people feel seen and valued and appreciated. I'm not sure if you saw one of my previous videos when I talked about, for years, I used to take a spiritual gifts test when I was very heavily involved in church. And every year we would take these spiritual gifts tests. And my gifts always came back hands down: edification, servant, and administrator. Teacher, administrator, they sort of went hand in hand. And it fits me to a T. I was in the kitchen. I'm helping somebody move into her new apartment. And I was cleaning some dishes that I am giving her. And I was thinking about a meeting that I had this morning before jumping on helping person move in duties. And at the conclusion of the meeting, I very spontaneously said, "Nice to see you again, Nick." And the way his face lit up on that Google Meet, you would have thought that those words were few and far between in his life. And I didn't do it like it wasn't even me. You know what I mean? When you do, when you just are who you are, you don't do, you just be. Let me put my teacher hat on just for a minute. In English, and when you're teaching grammar, as an English teacher, I have a background in English, we always start with grammar. And with grammar, we start with the verbs, the verb to be. The next verb that we teach is the verb to have, correction, the verb to do, and then the verb to have. And when you think about that order, it makes sense. You can't have anything until you do something, and you can't do anything until you just are, until you show up, until you exist. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. I promise you the ADHD is not kicking in. I'm on point. The verb to be is either functioning as an action or a state of being, a stative. So there's your action verbs and your stative verbs. Action verbs like to run, to walk, to talk, to sing, to sleep. Those are action verbs. And then you have your stative verb, which is simply to be. I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, they are. When you think about the way I just am, y'all. I just am. And for years, I didn't know the light that I possess. I didn't know that my kindness was, as some say, a rarity. I just always have been. I want to shout out Barbara Lee Hildebro, my mommy, who made sure that above all else that I was kind, that I treated people with love and respect. Even those that don't deserve it. I didn't know how to turn that off, and I still don't. I've gotten wiser with establishing boundaries, but the love that I feel for people, it's just so genuine until it's not. Until it's not. And there are times when I have to remember that not everybody is going to get me. They're not going to get me in that fashion. Nevertheless, I was just washing dishes, helping this beautiful young lady move into her first apartment. And I thought about the way my meeting concluded today and how out of nowhere, as I was signing off, I glimpsed over at Nick and said, "Nice to see you again, Nick." And his face lit up. I want you to position yourself to light up somebody's face today. Don't that sound nice? Light it up. Light it up. I don't know what those words are going to do for Nick's life, if anything. I just know how that made me feel, to allow myself to be who I am, even in a setting where Other people might not understand it. So yeah, I love me. I love me some Kimberly K. I really, really do. And if you stick around, if you follow, if you subscribe, if you comment, share, just hang on, you'll grow to love me too. I promise. And I don't make promises, but I promise you'll grow to love me.